Hello everybody and welcome to Nick C from the Events and Places show. Unfortunately, Juliani from the Nice and Relaxing show normally comes in here and talks about his predictions, but he's not able to right now because he's got a stuffy nose. And of course he probably got that through somebody else coughing in his face. But anyway, never mind that. Of course, we're here to talk you through some of the predictions here. Some of the games have already gone, which is just one game actually, and the game that we're talking about is the game at Stamford Bridge, which already happened earlier from my date, which of course is Friday the 25th of August 2023. And of course it was an earlier game at 8 o'clock kickoff, but we covered the second half here. Well, it was just me anyway, and of course Juliani giving some latest results as best he could. So we both predicted 2-0 at home to Luton at Chelsea, the Stamford Bridge game, and yeah, 2-0 was a fair reflection, but it wasn't to be. It was 3-0 full-time result. That's the first prediction that we've got wrong. See if we can beat each other by the end of the year. Well, of course, we start with, of course, this week's predictions, then carry on. You know, a point for each one correct answer. So the Saturday game for Nick predicted 2-1 to Spurs away to Bournemouth, and Arsenal and Fulham. I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw because of a London derby. That's what I think it is. Not all derbies are sort of draws, but of course we thought we'd go for a 2-2. Well, I actually thought 2-2 is a fair reflection on that one. They're both sides being, you know, tough to beat at times, but maybe Arsenal might pull it off. But of course I still reckon a London derby kind of draw. 2-2 for me. Brentford against Crystal Palace. I only see Brentford winning at home because they're quite strong. 3-1 for me. And of course the next one, Everton against Wolves. I would say a comfortable Everton 2-0 win, although they didn't win the first game of the season. They have started to win since that. So 2-0 for me, home win for Everton. Wolves haven't been that great recently, but of course, yeah, it's going to be a tough one away from home against Everton at Goodison Park. Manchester United, of course, against Nottingham Forest. I see that only at 1-0. They've only recently got 1-0 at home on their first game against Wolves, but I only see 1-0 again at home because they lost to Spurs recently. And Brighton against West Ham, I only see a 1-1 draw. Very tough place to come at Brighton, but yeah, anything could happen. West Ham did pick up some points recently, but yeah, tough one away from home. 1-1 draw, I will say, on the Saturday, the 26th of August 2023. And the Friday game just gone tonight, Chelsea against Luton, which was at Stamford Bridge tonight, Friday the 25th of August 2023. That game's already finished here because we are talking about 37 minutes past 10 p.m. And the Sunday predictions that I've gone for on Sunday the 27th of August 2023, and of course my prediction on Burnley against Aston Villa, I only see a away win on that one. I don't see Burnley troubling Aston Villa whatsoever, even at home, because they lost to Man City. But of course it could be a game changer. Anything could happen on that one. 2-1 to Villa, I would say, on that note. The next one, Sheffield Wednesday. So I've got that one wrong. So Sheffield United, actually, Sheffield Wednesday in a different league, actually, against Man City without Pep Guardiola. Of course, he's away for that one, Pep Guardiola, who's got back trouble until about September, I believe he's back for Man City as a manager. So Sheffield United against Man City without Pep Guardiola. So I would only still see Man City winning without Guardiola. I don't think it's going to be any trouble for Man City away from home. But saying that, Sheffield United has always been, as far as I know, at Bramwell Lane, been the toughest place to come to. We'll have to wait and see. But of course, I still go for 2-0 Man City, in my opinion. And last but not least, okay, is the Newcastle against Liverpool game. By the way, of course, the other two games, Burnley against Villa and Sheffield United against Man City, are both at 2 o'clock. One of them's on TNT Sports and one of them is on American Sports. Yeah, I think the Sheffield United and Man City might be on the one that's in America. But Newcastle and Liverpool game is a Sky game. 2-1 I predict against Liverpool. I'm going for this guy on another channel by the name of Matt. And of course, yes, he's a Coventry fan, by the way. Yes, says it all, doesn't it? But of course, yes, I would only predict 2-1 and Newcastle, because that's what he said. He's going for his treble predictions, and so far he's got every game right. And 1-1, his partner, I believe it is, Sophie, has gone for on that one. So I disagree with that one. I will go for Matt's choice of 2-1 to Newcastle against Liverpool. Although, of course, it could be a tough game for Newcastle, but being at St James's Park, not, of course, the one in Exeter, because there's two St James's Park. What I would both say on that note, the one at St James's Park is the one in Premiership that we're talking about, but I think that is the toughest place to come. Saying that, of course, Liverpool have got their way in recent times, but of course this is football. Anything could happen in a game like that, and of course it is the last of the Premiership games. Are we going to get an exciting game on that note? We don't know for sure. But, of course, what we do know for sure is we've got some tough fixtures over the course of the weekend. Some people are going to go on hiding positions, especially if you support any of these teams. So that's that. Of course, that is, Julian's... it's Nick's predictions on that one. Let's go through and talk you through Julian's predictions. He's gone for a 2-0 against Chelsea. He was wrong, so wrong he was tonight in the game between Chelsea and Luton at Stamford Bridge tonight. And of course, yes, it was 3-0, the full-time result on that one, so no points there. A point per correct answer we're going to go for each and every week as best as we can. So these are the 3 o'clock ones here. Of course, I remind you again, Bournemouth against Spurs. Of course, he's gone for a 2-1 Spurs on that one. So he's gone for a 2-1 Arsenal win with Fulham. I don't know why he's gone for that. Perhaps he doesn't think it's a derby. But yeah, he can't really come on and speak at the moment because he's got no voice or just got a runny nose or something like that. But yeah, I don't really want it as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, that's what he's predicted, and that's what he's decided to go for. I presume he's gone for that because he doesn't think it's a derby, and he thinks that Arsenal's going to do well against Fulham. He thinks that Fulham's got no chance, basically. That's the mind of Juliani, but there you go. He's going for a 2-1 win at home to Brentford against Crystal Palace, which sounds like a fair result, but I've gone for 3-1. Yeah, one of us might be right, one of us might be wrong. But Everton against Wolves, he's gone for a 1-0 Everton home win. He thinks Everton's going to win easily at Goodison Park against Wolverhampton, which is fair enough, really, being away from home, for Wolves. Manchester United against Nottingham Forest. He's gone for 2-0 Manchester United. He's gone for one more higher than I did. I've gone for 1-0, and of course he's gone for 2-0. One of us may be right, one of us may be wrong, and of course both of us may be wrong as well. That's how he sees it. He sees a comfortable, easy win for Manchester United, being at home at Old Trafford. Brighton against West Ham, of course, and that is the 5:30 p.m. game or p.m. kickoff. He's gone for a 1-1 draw in that one, very similar to what I've gone for. He thinks it's a tough one at Brighton these days. But, of course, if I go a little bit zoom in, you can actually see his Sunday predictions there. Can we just go for this now and sort of make it larger? That's better, isn't it? So he's gone for a 2-1 Villa in the Burnley and Villa game, which is the same kick-off time as the Sheffield United against Man City without Pep Guardiola. But yeah, he's also gone for a 2-1 with the Sheffield United against Man City game as well. He obviously thinks that Man City will actually win that one, despite no Pep Guardiola. He wants to try and jinx it, no doubt on that one. But he's also gone for a 1-1 draw in the 4:30 kickoff with Newcastle against Liverpool. Tough one on that one. Will he be right? Will he be wrong? Or will we both be wrong? We'll have to wait and see on that one. I don't think there's any Monday night game because it's a bank holiday on that one. So, yeah, it's basically nice to have actually a day off on that one. So it's back to me here in the studio. I hope that you've all enjoyed our predictions on this time round. And, yeah, we are just going for a point a game. Let's see who's going to win. It's a point per correct answer if we get it right. And see how many points we get at the end of the season if we are to continue doing the predictions. So I'd like to take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to you guys out there for watching. And, of course, basically, thank you for watching. And, of course, if you are new to the channel and not yet subscribed to us, make sure you do. And, of course, hit that thumbs up. You are my all-weather friends for now. But, yeah, as always, of course, we do cover certain games. We covered the Chelsea game, which was the full-time result of 3-0 in the end. Of course, it was Raheem Sterling twice. Raheem Sterling twice, a former Liverpool player. And, of course, Nicholas Jackson, I think it was, something like that. If I'm right by saying that, got the third goal there. So, yeah, it was a kind of like a terrific match in goal-wise, but, of course, only one-sided result in the end. No way back for Luton, in my opinion. So that is the opinion of me, because I saw the second half. Luton did kick off in the second half, so they had no excuse on the centre. It was Chelsea's centre in the first half, but, yeah, they don't talk about all this, by the way. Nobody does these days. But there you go. That's football for you. So let me just go through all this before I go. There was one other game that was playing tonight at the same time. I think it was a Hull match. So I'll just get that up in just a moment. So, of course, let's go through the scorers here. N. Jackson, yeah, I was right. Nicholas Jackson on the 75th minute, and Raheem Sterling on the 17th minute and 68th minute. Okay, and it was full-time result. Of course, attendance of 39,800. Yeah, 39,893 attended at the Chelsea game tonight at Stamford Bridge. And the attendance at the Hull City and Bristol City game finishing at a 1-1 draw. Tuffin on the 17th minute, and for Bristol City and Wales on the 62nd minute. Attendance of 19,491 at the MKM Stadium, Hull City. So it was 1-1 draw in that game, full time, which would have been the earlier kickoff of 7:30 p.m. Friday the 25th of August 2023. Right, that is it, my all-weather friend. Thank you so much for watching here. Unfortunately, Juliani can't come in and even talk to us right now because of his runny nose. Anyway, of course, yes, if you do have that runny nose, do be extra careful to don't spread it to someone else, at least. We all know that as common sense. We're not saying it's COVID or COVID or whatever you like call it, but of course, with any cold or flu, do not spread it to anyone else. Nobody wants your sniffle nose. But anyway, of course, I don't want it either, so I've got to be extra careful with, trying not to catch it if I can help it. But yeah, I think I had it earlier in the springtime, and of course I was travelling to St Ives in that area, and poor old, of course, my friend Phil, who actually was with me, he saw my runny nose, and it was absolutely awful. But anyway, that is just a thing that's just going around at the moment, just going around in circles. So I'm actually going to leave it on that note. I'll leave that racing from your mind for now. Till next time, do take care and stay safe. See you next time. Bye.